Rashad Holloway, you know Manny Pacquiao very well. Been in the ring with him several times. What do you think of his victory over Brandon Rios?
It was good to see him back in the winners bracket. You know what I mean? Manny's a good dude. It's kind of hard to root against him. So, I mean, it was good. Like I was happy with just him winning. Period.
He came out strong in the first round, but you seemed a little kind of uneasy how he was fighting in rounds 2 and 3. Rios got a little success in there. What was going through your head?
I think he was just a little, I don't know. I mean, after being off for so long, and especially after having that tragic ending to his last fight, you know what I mean, after doing so well, I think in any fighter, like, a lot can play in your mind. And I didn't see, like, it seemed like he was a little unsure of himself at times, like, defensively. Like, at times I would see him back up, and he would just square up, and Rios would throw away, you know what I mean, like, just bombs away. And I even saw him get hit with a shot, and he said he got hurt in the fight, and that just didn't seem like the old Manny to me. He didn't seem alert at all times, but I think just getting this win and getting back to where he, you know what I mean, back to where he's confident and real sharp.
Mentally, was this a big win, you mean?
I think it was mentally. Like that's the biggest part. Like, he showed spurts of the old Manny 100%. I didn't think he was as strong as he usually is. He didn't seem it, but I still saw him trying to be more disciplined and being a boxer rather than just going out there wild, sluggish, and running into the same fate that he did last time. So I think it was a lot of upside to it, you know what I mean? But I think honestly, like you said, like mentally, it was a good mental victory for him.
Top-ranked promoter Bob Arum says he was interested in making Pacquiao against Ruslan Provodnikov. What do you think of that fight?
Nah, I mean that's not a fight I really want to see.
Why not?
Well, they're both buddies of mine, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Ruslan trains with us. Freddie, I mean, I'm not saying Freddie can control it, but Freddie trains Ruslan, and Freddie won't train Ruslan for that fight, so Ruslan have to go somewhere else. And Manny, you know, will be down to fight him. I mean, sparring is sparring. Like, they've sparred, and Manny's dominated him in sparring, but Ruslan's a very, very tough, strong guy. He's a big puncher, especially with 8-ounce gloves on getting in that ring, you know what I mean? And Manny can punch. I mean, it'll be a rock'em sock'em robot fight, you know what I mean, for the fans, but at this point in Manny's career, Manny doesn't need that kind of fight. I mean, at this point, I think the boxing fans would like to see one or two things. Either him fight Bradley again, or him fight Juan Manuel Marquez. I think that's the only, in my opinion, those are the only two fights.
People talk about Mayweather still.
No, but hold on. Those are only two fights that will honestly make him valid enough to be able to fight Mayweather again, in my opinion. I see him having to fight Marquez and have to completely dominate him, knock him out, fight Bradley, completely dominate him and knock him out, you know what I mean, in order for the fans to want that same fight like they did before.
Okay, how about Bradley? How about that matchup? Bradley, you know, he says his feet were injured the first fight. Controversial decision for him. What do you feel? How does that matchup stack up?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Bradley's a very strong-willed, determined fighter. I think he's probably one of the most strong-willed, determined fighters I've ever seen with my own two eyes. That's one thing he's got in him, is that dog and that will, and you can't teach that. I mean, he just got it, you know what I mean? And he's a tough guy for anybody to fight. I think Manny's a more superior fighter in the sense of being awkward, in the sense of having a little faster hands, in the sense of his footwork. But Bradley's a guy at the same time who has quick feet. He has pretty quick hands, you know what I mean? I don't think he's as powerful as Manny is, but he has quick feet and quick hands. And I mean, that fight there it'd be a give and take fight. Now, I do believe Bradley's foot was actually injured, and I think a more mobile Bradley would give Manny a tougher fight. You know, I really do believe that. And like I said, for the fans that really, really want like that Mayweather fight like they wanted it before, they want to see, like, Manny would have to dominate either Marquez or Bradley to create the same kind of buzz that fight once had. I mean, of course, if they fought now, boxing fans would still be into it, but at the same time, I would like to see Manny dominate a guy like that, even for his own confidence, his own morale, you know what I mean, his own emotional thing, that would really let him know that he's back to where he belongs.